Welcome back to Viewers and Givers. It is time for our new video on the new Super Mario Bros. Wii playthrough, and today we're going to finish the second half of World 4. So, let's get through the rest of Mario's little vacation over here with 4-4. Now, if I remember correctly, this level a lot of people really don't like, and you'll see why, because a certain enemy is spammed here quite a bit. So let's go down this here warp pipe. And no, not those cheap-cheeps over there is what I'm talking about. A certain other aquatic-based enemy that's well known in Mario games. But thankfully we have the Fire Flower to help us. And if you see it over there, it's the big bad bloopers. I want to get a good angle to hit him at. There you go, get out of here. And thankfully, unlike in other platformers like, say, Classic Series Mega Man, the enemies don't instantaneously respawn. Okay, here's the reason why a lot of people don't really like this level. Those bloopers are kind of sporadic and all over the level, but thankfully if you have the Fire Flower on hand, you can snipe them pretty easily if you're good with your aim. You can snipe them from afar like that one. Alright, this one's placement isn't really the best. Get him out of the way, there we go. Now why don't we go get this little ring over here, you know, I want to get rid of those two as well. Let's try to take that nice and slow. I think I wasn't fast enough, but that's okay. I need to see which one of these pipes I can go into for a potential, what do we call it, star coin. So I feel like I might have missed one. Alright, we are already at the checkpoint though, can't get mad at that. Hello, how are you doing today? I can just swim under him, get away from me, thank you. Everything's going just fine, thank you for asking. Alright, now I can snipe that one over there as well. And I better be quick before he tries to get me. If I remember correctly, I think that yellow pipe over there you can actually go into. Yes, you can. Let's get down, let's see, okay, wait to see it. Alright, we can kill those guys. If you kill that type of fish enemy, you get 3 lives, which is pretty busted. Now I have a grand total of 82 lives. That's not broken at all. But yeah, that fish enemy there, he'll try to eat you. And if he does eat you, you're gonna get 1 hit KO'd. Alright, you hit that P-switch, and if I remember correctly, you'll be able to go into one of these pipes. The blue coins actually will guide you into this yellow one. I've been into a Persona 3 song myself as well. Alright, let's see if we can jump high enough to get the star coin. Probably not, so that tells me right here should be an ice flower to help us get there. Or a penguin suit, that works too. Alright, come on, little Choop Choop, turn around. You know you want to, man. Alright, that is the first one. Funny how we're more than halfway through the stage and that's only the first star coin. Alright, just like with the Fire Flower, we can still snipe away at the blooper, it's just not as effective. And now I got hit. Great. Let's just make our way through here. That Choop Choop would just move. Alright, come on, man. If I still have my Fire Flower, this would be great. Alright, please tell me there's something good in here. And I'm dead. Yep, okay. This thing, a lot of these bloopers really do get in the way. As I mentioned earlier on, a lot of people really don't like this level. Me personally, I think this level's fine, but the bloopers everywhere can get a little annoying, as you see. Honestly, I do not like this placement that much. Because now I'm pressured right over here, and I could have easily gotten hit by that blooper as well. Or you can try to have him eat you. He'll fly, or he'll swim a lot closer to you. Oh, come on, man. And I'm dead. Wow, the swimming was not the best. It was a little slow there. Yeah, let's just start off with a fire flyer this time. Too bad I'm gonna have to replace it with the penguin suit after all, or later on. Honestly, replaying this game after a few years after the last few episodes, I'm starting to kind of hate the controls now. It just feels kind of stiff to me. And I don't remember the controls feeling this stiff. This blooper, can you get away from me? Goodbye. Thank you. And I think that's another thing people don't like about this level, is that the bloopers are kind of hard to hit. At least when they're floating at you, they're hard to hit. And get my lives back. And another one up right there. I didn't realize there was another fire flower in there. Alright, let's try this again. We got that one. Kinda hate that the bubbles just force you out right there. Alright, at least those two are dead. Make that much easier to deal with. One thing is, when there's enough space, you can end up spamming the icicle attacks. Come on, Mario, go. Thank you. Alright, that's 2 star coins now. Alright, keep it moving, keep it moving. We go over here, and I think there's a neat little surprise back here. Am I wrong? Yeah, I'm wrong. Actually, wait a minute. This little corner over here showed us the way. We got ourselves our final star. Once again, I think that's a nice little hint for the player. Seeing those coins go through the wall like that shows them that, hey, there might be a little secret back here. I didn't have to wall jump, but I'll wall jump with style. And now, end of one of the worst courses in this game, at least according to most other people. And not only that, but we could get some items. Sorry, Toad, we ain't helping you, my dude. Alright, I think I should start on to the far left this time. I'm feeling a little lucky this way. What will I get? Alright, starting off the mini mushroom. And a penguin suit. And we win the penguin suit at the very least. A fire flower. Let's check it up a little bit. Right over here. Alright, mini mushroom has been gotten. Alright, gonna need me another propeller mushroom. Oh, Bowser Jr. And a Bowser as well. Alright, at least another fire flower. I'm starting to notice a little pattern here. I don't think the... I could be wrong about this, but I don't think Bowser panels and Bowser Jr. panels spawn next to each other. So I think we could use that information to our advantage. Am I wrong? Actually, I might be onto something with that. Now, if I can get just one more, we'll win this, so... Alright, by process of elimination, let's say it's this one. And I got it wrong, alright. Alright, we got a lot of really good things, though. Can't get mad at that. And that immediately makes up for the fire flower that we just used. Alright, next up, the Boo House. And this one also has a secret exit that, I'll be honest, I do not remember where it is. Alright, once again, there are many different secrets around here. Like hidden walls and some stars. Instantly kill everything in my path, at least for a good 10 seconds. Unlike the previous ghost house, this one has... I almost want to call them Ratons from Mega Man, but they're not Ratons. I believe they were called... What were they called? Mousers, I think? Something like that. I don't know. I don't... Well... I mean, there are Mauser-type enemies, but... I don't think these guys are called Mauser specifically. Alright, and the gimmick of this level here is these rising and lowering platforms. This will allow you to find certain secrets as well. If I remember correctly, a star corn was under one of these. Oh, look at that! Got the right one. Alright, this one does not move at all. Alright, if I remember correctly, I think there might be something up here. There's definitely something up there. Just some coins. And if I remember correctly, that is a fig door, so we must go over here. I believe there's a P-switch up here. Too bad this goes by so friggin' slowly. Alright, how gracious of the devs to tell us where to go. Alright, and this hole right over here is where those Raton guys go into. And there they are now. So if you kill one of them, they'll start scurrying ahead. That is not what I wanted to do. And then they'll run into the next little pack that they find. I did not want to slide. Why did I end up sliding? Alright, there's a secret right over here if I remember correctly. Which I'm correct about. Another star coin. And a door. That seems to lead to the exit. Just a normal exit, looks like. Alright, just to avoid potentially getting hit by that, I'm gonna hit the flagger. And I think let's go back into the level and try to get the secret exit this time. Alright, let's go through here again. If I die, that's okay. I don't want to end up using too many of my items. Let's just wait for that boo back there. So try and attack me where it fails. I also get a few of these extra coins. Can't get mad at this. Always could do more with more coins. Well, in this game it's just used for points, but still. And somehow I landed right on them instead of actually doing any damage. Alright, this actually is a real door over here. I like the... well, that one up there is a real door as well. Alright, so I guess I went over here for no reason. I guess I'll just look for that off screen. Screw it. It's only to a star house anyway, so what does it matter?
Oh yeah, Mario time!
If I remember correctly, it's definitely hidden under one of those... what do I call one of those platforms? But let's just keep it moving to World 4-5. And this one has us pairing up with another old friend of ours. That's right, y'all know him, y'all love him. It's the boy, and you'll see it in a second. And we even get our own little Lakitu Club that gives us coins instead of spikes. And you see him right over here? Nope. Okay, that's alright. Well, like I said, you saw him as everyone's favorite, the Yosh. He's back again. For the first time since World 2. And the Lakitu is in this level, but one thing Yoshi can do is jump on spiked enemies. Lakitu is really hard to hit in this game, as you can see, as we established way back in World 2. It just makes it really annoying to deal with. Alright, at least I got a good mushroom out of it. Checkpoint has been hit. Okay, can you... Alright, at least I can steal that. There's another star coin right over here. Alright, and I get my Yoshi back. Hey you, I'm gonna eat you now. Get over here. And just like back in 1-3, every 5 berries Yoshi eats will grant you a power. Alright, and if I remember correctly, you can go into this here pipe. I guess you can't. Definitely suggest that you could, once you defeat the Piranha Plate, of course. I was trying to get Yoshi to ground pound there, because I do remember him being able to ground pound in this game, and I was correct. At the end of this level as well.
Okay, Mario time! Yeah!
Alright, we get 2 pads, and let's get this star that's sitting over here. Before we go head on into the castle. Get a rare item again that I'll likely not use for this playthrough, but that's okay. Just because I don't think it's best to start off with something that only lasts for 10 seconds in a stage. Like, I don't care how fast you are, I don't think you're getting through that in 10 seconds. But anyways, time for the castle of the beach world. Alright, and this time there are giant skewers at the bottom of this stage that will protrude out occasionally. Now this is the little teaching elements that I was talking about in previous episodes. Kind of have the player see how it works in a more safe area where they can easily avoid it and then introduce some harder sections of it later on. As well, there's another little gimmick the stage has, very similar to power-up panels. We can climb onto these little walls over here. I said we can climb onto these little walls over here. You can even punch the Koopas off from if you're on the opposite side of them. There's actually a really cool, maybe not game-breaking glitch, but like coin-based glitch that you can actually do in this level. I'm going to perform it in a later episode, but it's a real neat glitch that I think everyone who plays this game should try. And hold on a second, there's also a nice little foreground and background gimmick this game, or the stage has. But you don't really get to, the stage doesn't really utilize it as much as I think it should. Like maybe have some foreground and background elements, not just the Koopas, you know? It kind of does that right over there with that star coin, in fact. Since you can tell, it's in the back of the stage rather than the front. So that kind of answers my prayers of what I was just talking about a little bit, but that's kind of one of the only instances of using the background or the foreground as a gimmick. Okay, come on, Mario. Cling on to the thing. It's not hard, dude. It's the second time I push it upwards and he doesn't go. It's very annoying. 1, 2. Flip you around. And this is the only time this here shows up for this stage, it looks like. There's a star coin. Okay, really? Once again, I pressed up and it didn't go. Really, man, really. Anyways, keep it going. Don't know if the game's just having trouble registering that or something, but very infuriating for that to be happening. Also a bit of lag. Can you... Why is that so delayed? And I'm dead again. Why just... I don't know, that's so weird. Mushroom then. Like, I keep clicking up right as I'm trying to hit the net and it just doesn't go. Like I mentioned before, control's feeling a little stiff in this game, much stiffer than I remember it being, and I have a feeling that might be part of the reason why that's happening. Or again, just slight input lag on the game's part. But now it wants to cling onto it. way, Dry Bones. You're being annoying. Let's sit down here. Tell those giant skewers, extend. Grab the star coin, like we were trying to do before. Okay, come on, man. Get on the net. Why is that so hard for you to do, Mario? Alright, so right over here, it looks like they don't want you going to the background, so it forces you to stay on the foreground. There we go, now we have the checkpoint. And we get ourselves a nice little ice flower out of it. And noticeably the skewer is a bit faster than the previous ones, but still avoidable. Alright, free left to make up for some of the ones we lost. Now let's go down here. Because there should be one last star coin down here, or at least a rubber challenge right over here. Gotta avoid the spike balls sitting down here. Thankfully it's not too far to the point where we're getting in the way of you getting the right coins, if you're choosing to do that. But you still gotta be a bit faster to get them. One thing about Mario, unlike in the 3D games, in the 2D games, Mario doesn't have a air tank for when he's swimming, so that's pretty neat. So you can kind of be underwater indefinitely, as you can see over here. Fish bones, they do not get out of the water at all when frozen. And they'll target you when you're close enough to them. All you have to do is move out of the way, as you can see there. They'll hit the wall, ceiling, whatever. Alright, we go over here just for some extra coins. And that's about it. And this skewer over here is extra long compared to the previous ones, as it takes quite some time for it to retract. Oh. I'm too fast for you. Alright, go down here and go get into the pipe. This should allow you to get the final star coin in this level. Right down here. Just gotta avoid all the fish bones. Freeze some of them. Make it a bit easier on yourself. They even make a certain noise like a later enemy that we'll see later on in this game, or a later stage prop, if you will. We're not gonna bother seeing what's in those, we just got the final star coin, that's what matters. Let's get out of the way before the skewer gets down here, and time for round 2 with the Wendy's. Anybody want a Wendy's discount? Alright, let me stop. Alright, Chemical, what's the gimmick this time, huh? And now it looks like we're underwater. I kind of like how the background makes it look like we're in a submarine even though we're in a castle that isn't underwater, but whatever. Alright, just like with the other people-ing fights, ice is quite useless here. That we can use being underwater definitely to our advantage. We can jump in like that. Whenever she's about to leap out of the water, we could do the same. Just avoid her little rings of death. That could bounce off walls, and the water will be back. Which actually makes it easier to avoid some of her attacks, though you can't hit her when you're underwater. The rings are also much slower, as you can see, which is a nice touch. At least for us, it's a nice touch, of course. Seems like she can have no more than 3 on the screen at once. And that's why you're the worst Koopaling, Wendy. And I'm taking everybody out for Wendy's. Bad joke. And there's the princess again. Stop right there, criminal scum. Hey, you're too busy taunting us you missed your ship. Quick, Mario, duck the shit out of Bowser Jr. You're too slow again, dude. Alright, so because of Bowser Jr.'s sheer incompetence, we have an extra level here before we can move on to World 5. Yes, save. Because you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. Alright, and we go into the airship. Alright, if you like to rate him, we can. Now I'm going to shut up for a second because I really like the stage music for this type of stage. Let me know what y'all think of this song. Pretty neat song, eh? The Airship theme is always very memorable in a lot of different Mario games, not just this one. Alright, not gonna lie though, I'm not liking some of the placements of some of these over here. Let's stay safe right over here, get ourselves an extra ice flower. So as you can see here, the gimmick of this here level is burners, Mecha Koopas. That can easily be dismantled thanks to some fire. And these little crates over here that you can ground pound. Get some neat little goodies out of them if you're lucky. Like this ice flower that we totally need. And this theme song is definitely one of my favorite songs in the game. And it definitely shows up again on the later games. Alright, now this here little gimmick, you just gotta jump on it over and over again, because if you stay on it too long, you will fall and you will die. So once again, this is a good example of this really should have had a teaching element to it, but it doesn't. Which isn't really the best thing, but at least you get the star coin pretty easily. I just wish they can have you jump on the screw in like a safe area, so where you don't have a chance to get killed. As I stated, a safe place for a teaching element so the player knows how it works well, but sadly that's not the case here. Also, Morton is not flat here, spoiler alert. Alright, we get ourselves another little one-up, and we're about to get another one right after this. And there are now bomb-ons here. And this part of the stage can be a little bit annoying, as you can see. Let's get this mushroom. And the gimmick here is, not gonna lie, very annoying.
Oh no!
And I'm dead. Now this part over here, quite a bit of enemy spam. As you know, in platformers, enemy spam is really never a good thing. Because, like, that's not difficulty, that's artificial difficulty. I like to call Little Timmy level. You got too many enemies everywhere, it makes it really hard to avoid everything. Like, if you're gonna do that, at least make it a bit more balanced. And more tall-craftable, but all those bombs everywhere are not really the best. And now I gotta do the goddamn screw thing all over again. As the kids say, screw you, dude. Nobody says that. One thing, as I've always stated in my Mega Man X playthroughs, and I'll state when I play the Classic Series games eventually as well, the fact that I can do this over and over again no matter how many times I die basically means I have infinite tries, which I'm not really the biggest fan of. Let me try to jump to the cannon side so I can avoid all of that. I keep that ice flower there just in case I get hit. Alright, now we need to get a bomb on to hit that crate over there, and you gotta be really precise with it. Alright, we were precise with it. And now we get the final star that we need. And it's time for a boss fight. Probably should have went back for that ice flower, but too late now. Now grab one of these propeller cubes or propeller blocks and fly up here. You know you did it correctly when that little transition happens. And now we fight Bowser Jr. in his little clown car. Now while he's floating in the air like that, he'll shoot fireballs at you, which is literally just the magical attacks that the other Koopalings were using against us. Well, at least that Larry and Roy were using against us. But colored or reddish fire color. That's it. It's kind of lame. But anyways, you're just using the propeller block to get up to where Bowser Jr. is and hit him 3 times. And he's dead. Pathetic. Just like he's in Smash Bros. Oh, I'm just kidding. I like using Bowser Jr. in Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate. He is a low tier in the game, though. In both games. All of them bother Mario looked there. He's like, oh, okay, I'm falling. They got booted off the ship.
Come back.
Alright, who's the next Koopaling we're fighting in the Amazon rainforest? How do we go from Brazil to Africa? I don't get it. Whatever. And we're fighting Iggy Boy. The crazy one of the Koopalings.
What?
I'd say yes. Back in elementary school, this world was my personal favorite world in the game, and you'll see why with the various pretty creative levels as well as the really good music in this world. And Iggy, probably not my favorite Koopaling, probably my third of the 7 of them is my favorite. And 8, I guess, if we're third of 8 if we're counting Bowser Jr., I suppose, but yes. So I'm gonna shut up, everyone should listen to this song if you please. It's a good song. What do y'all think of this song? I actually think it's got a nice vibe to it. Nice little jungle theme. But looking back at the world so far, we have Green Hill Zone, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the North Pole, Rio, you know, the beach thing, and the Amazon rainforest. I wonder where it'll take us to next. Spoiler alert, you can see it right there. But I do really like this world and I want to show that off in the next couple of episodes, so that is what we will do. So for now, that'll be it for this edition of the New Super Mario Bros. Wii playthrough. If y'all enjoyed this and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit with the busy scene screen now on YouTube and that bell button for more. I'm going to give a special thank you to Aaron for joining me once again for this wonderful video. As well, one more thing I want to mention before I continue my outro. I think it was in my Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition playthrough I mentioned how jungle levels I really like, both from that game and in this game. So this is the playthrough I wanted to bring that up, and this is one of my personal favorite jungle-themed levels in a game. Period, not just in the Mario franchise. Just along with the one in Xenoblade X, of course, and a certain jungle theme from Phantasy Star Online. Just wanted to bring those up. But yes, let me continue my outro. Consider answering the question of the day. What's your favorite... what are your opinions on airship levels in Mario games and why? Let us know in the comments below. And consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a social subscriber for $6 a month for wonderful bonuses such as that free experience. Anyways, let's send this off with a quick raid, and you want me to raid Ready for Ready, then that's who I shall raid. Or just Red, of course. Don't tell him I called him Ready Freddy, he might not like it. I mean, I question a lot of things in my playthroughs, you know this. Just like in my last playthrough. Alright, so I think you said you wanted me to raid Red. He was just chatting. Send him your own waiver and love and support. Join in on his little chat. Alright, thank you everybody for watching, and have a terrific day.